What's up, everybody? True Internet coming at you today with another Marvel Crisis Protocol video. And this time, we're gonna react. We're gonna talk about the changes that happened on Friday, and I can't believe Atomic Mass Games have done this. I'm super excited for Marvel going forward. It's just rejuvenated me. I am super hyped for the future of Marvel Crisis Protocol, and I did not expect any characters to get changed at all during the mini extravaganza. Atomic Mass Games, thank you. Much appreciated. There is some characters in here that I've been waiting to get an improvement, and they finally got an improvement. And man, I'm just excited to play the game again, and let's go through this together as fast as we can. I'm going to try to do this in 20 minutes or so, but we'll see. If you guys can, like, dislike, comment, subscribe, and I'm always going to have more Marvel Crisis Protocol content. I am a part of the Danger Room podcast. I know it wasn't on this past week's episode. I was just way too busy with pre-release, with One Piece and all that stuff. And the reason why I couldn't react to this right away, I was live streaming the pre-release for One Piece, the card game. So I just didn't have time, and I saw the stream. And if you saw me in Discord, I was going nuts. So let's get to the. But yeah, guys, like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. Do all those things. I know what y'all got to do. All right, listen. So, again, I didn't expect anything like this from the mini extravaganza. In my humblest opinion, I just didn't see any characters getting changed, and I was just like, it is what it is. Let's just keep playing Marvel. If they ever change characters, cool, go with it. If not, I wasn't going to affect my experience playing the game. Granted, I was down with, some of the characters that have come out, and the meta was kind of like, but I was still going to play Marvel. I still love this game, and I'm going to be playing a lot more often now with these changes that have happened. So let's get to it. Let's just stop talking here. Amazing Spider-Man, ASM. My boy Ryan Farmer is super happy right now. I bet you right now he's thinking, man, if I had this ASM, I'd probably beat Chewie round 1. He doesn't beat me round 1. But I'm kidding, Farmer, man. But nah, man, ASM got a buff here. I believe the only thing that got buffed was he got scientific. He got basically scientific hubris, if I see it right down here. So he's gonna be able to get a power with a crit. So this is pretty good. Honestly, I think ASM's problems were power generation. He really didn't generate a lot of power for 5 threats. He has everything, I think. He can move long. He's on a big base. He's really fast. He doesn't have control or anything. Granted, he has something here with the spender or whatever. I can't remember what exactly he does, but he really doesn't have, pushes or anything like that. I think this helps him out with his power generation, and I think he's going to be able to do a lot more things going forward. I think he's going to be pulling off Witty Banner a lot more consistently, and I think he's just going to be doing a lot of other things. So I'm really happy for this character to get the buff that he deserved, and honestly, this works for me. He's going to be way more annoying on the table now going forward. Web Warriors are on the rise. They're coming back. Black Bolt. Blackagar Boltagon. Whatever. I can't say that name 5 times. But anyway, Black Bolt and humans were they always have the thing about Black Bolt is his leadership is absolutely fantastic. It's one of the best leaderships in the game. It always has been. The problem was Black Bolt himself was like, right? Really wasn't great. He was easy to defeat. He was easy to control. I felt sad. He's the one I think held them back. It wasn't the leadership. It wasn't. Nothing like that. Wonderful leadership. It was him as a character. And now I think he's more of a threat than ever. Okay, so he gains a health, right? I believe he got a buff with the die here, going from 5 to 6 dice for the energy attack. And he gains a bodyguard here, which is absolutely fantastic. So now Black Bolt can take some shots and gain some power. And, and get to his injured side a little bit quickly, where he gains the Whisper and is just an absolute powerhouse. Black Bolt is going to be scary, and the humans are going to be absolutely fantastic on the table. They have wonderful tactics cards. Terra Genesis comes to mind. That card is absolutely fantastic. The leadership is nuts. It's basically advanced R&D every turn. It's just fantastic changes they made to Black Bolt. I think the Inhumans are going to be rising up the tier list moving forward with the game going forward, right? So let's get to the next character here. Black Cat, much needed change. The Cat Burglar needed to be in action. Steals just need to be in action in general. I don't know why this missed the first wave of tests. Wave of balance passes or whatever you want to call it. This should have been done a long time ago. And it's finally here, right? Because Enchantress got that treatment, and Steel should not be free. Steel should be in action, period. That's just the end of the discussion. Bad luck. You can't modify dice, and you don't have additional dice for crits. But that's a nice healthy change there. She is no longer a stagger bot. Oh no, yes she is. She is still a stagger bot. I'm sorry. I'm moving way too quickly here. Her builder is an auto bleed. Shout outs to Midnight Suns. So now she does play for Midnight Suns, so she can help out Blade with the auto bleed, and Blade can he gets buffs when he's within 2, I think, of characters that have bleed or whatever the case may be. So much needed changes to Black Cat. I still think she's really good. She's a stagger bot now, basically, which I mean is nothing to sniff at. It's absolutely fantastic if you do it properly and position yourself really well. She can be a real pain in the ass. So yeah, like the changes here for Black Cat. They all make sense to me. Blade gets a buff here. Everything stays the same. He just gains a pursuit on the throwing glaives. I think Blade, one of Blade's biggest issues is he really had no way to move in and do anything. So now he gains the pursuit on throwing glaives, which is range 4, which he gains a small movement, and from there he can go do Blade things. Right, he has a way to move around if he hits the pursuit on the throwing glaives. I think this is a really good change, and the fact that they addressed this character just makes me happy. I didn't think anything else really needed to be adjusted. I just think he needed a way to get into the fight somehow, and he does. He has a way now. And Midnight Suns on the rise too. Their roster, and with this change, I think Blade is a pretty good character. So really good stuff here. Really good stuff. Daredevil, about damn time. This character has been ass for 3 to 4 years. This character has never been good. I'm super excited that this character, just much needed changes here. 4-3-3 defenses. Baton Hook now ignores stealth. That is brand new. The pull is still the same, but this time it's on a hit. So if someone's size 2 or less, you can push them towards you small. And he is now a leader of the defenders. I don't know why he wasn't leader of defenders before, but now he is. Defenders, they got a new leadership now. Poor man, I wish Doctor Strange would get something, but whatever. Let's call Marvel Knights Defenders. Once per turn, an allied character may reroll any number of its attack dice equal to the number of enemy characters within 2 of itself. So basically what this leadership is it's Daredevil style of fighting. Get within range 2, and you get to reroll some dice, for a lot of characters within 2 of you. Now, granted, I mean, how good this leadership is going to be remains to be seen. It needs to hit the table. Having a lot of characters within 2 of you is kind of scary. So my thoughts are you probably want to play characters that have martial artists built in. So that way, if they try to attack you within range 2, you will gain the extra defense dice bonus for the blanks. So I think martial artist characters will excel at this leadership. Just my opinion. But yeah, I'm super happy. I mean, and Devil's Deliverance is area 2 now. It's 6 dice. It's 5 power cost. You add a dice for each character within 2 of you, and then you get to re-roll dice with the leadership. It's absolutely insane. Average attack resolved. Characters are pushed away small, and there is no size restriction on this. So that's pretty damn good. Really, 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 really good. And I think this is brand new. I don't remember. I haven't played Daredevil in a long time. If I'm just repeating something, remind me in the chat down below. But after the attack target this character is resolved, this character means superpower. The character advances towards the attacker small. If the attacker's within... Oh, you can make a strike. There you go. This is really good. Man Without Fear is really damn good. Injured side gains a health. Okay. He gains a Devil of Hell's Kitchen. This character may perform an attack with a power cost of 0. If the attacker's result, the attack roll contains any failed results. This character suffers 1 damage. The super once per turn. He's just really good. I mean, he's just absolutely fantastic, and deservedly so. Deservedly so. Like, this character has been bad for a really long time. But I know when this character first came out, I was playing Unearthly Rage with him to get within area 2 of a whole bunch of characters just to add a whole fuck ton of dice. And yeah, he's just really good. He's gonna be fun to play. I can't wait to put him on the table. He's absolutely fantastic. Dr. Voodoo is getting some nerfs. He no longer has a throw as a superpower. It is built into his builder. It's on 2 hits. He can throw his character size 2 or less small. Makes sense. It is what it is. Possession now works the way as it's supposed to, and it only works on objective tokens. So now characters can secure objectives. This only works on extracts, Really nice change there. The things to note here, Brother Daniel returns when he is dazed or you daze the character with the Brother Daniel token, which makes a whole lot of sense. And they fixed it basically. And he's still a strong character. I still think he's really damn good. Getting extracts off of characters, just spending power is absolutely strong. But this is what I want to see from changes. I don't want to see characters completely nerfed to that they suck. I want to see characters changed so that they're still effective, but hey, they're not as powerful as they used to be. And Dr. Voodoo is a perfect example. He's still good. So really good stuff here, Dr. Voodoo. Electro can now gain power. She has a gainer on an attack. As a gainer on the attack. And doesn't have the weird shenanigans that she had here with like doing damage. I think she can gain an extra power now. Okay, when this character deals damage to an enemy character with an attack or superpower of this attack result, so she can still gain power. She just has a gainer. And I don't understand why they designed the character to not gain any power on attacks or anything like that. And it was just a whole built-in innate thing that she had here. Really terrible decision. This helps her out, makes her a little more consistent, and she's going to be a threat on the table, honestly. She can play the hand ninjas too. Hela has been bad since 2019. Nah, that's lies. She's been one of my favorite figs in the game, like to build and paint, honestly, 100%. This character is absolutely... I've been wanting her to be buffed for a really, really long time. So yeah, let's get to it. Her Hellforged Blade, I think this went to range 3. Instead, it used to be range 2, so that's really good. And also puts out bleed. That's awesome. Claim soul after this attack deals damage. The character gains 1 capture soul token. That is 1 power cost now. Reign of Hell, I believe, is still the same. They didn't change anything like that. Discard 1 or more captured soul tokens during the next Hellforged or Reign of Hell attack, which is really nice. Made by this character this turn. Add 1 die to its attack roll for each captured soul token that was discarded. If a captured soul token was discarded after the attack is resolved, the target character gains the bleed special condition. This super arc only uses once per turn, so that's really good. It's during Reign of Hell or Hellforged Blade now. She has range on her attacks now. She is on a medium base. She does move medium. She's absolutely fantastic. The other thing they added here was Death's Embrace. That's one thing. She really didn't have anything superpowers that I liked. She was just like, whatever, you know? Choose an enemy character within 3. Advance this character toward the chosen character small. Then this character is within 1 of the chosen character. Roll 4 dice for crits and wilds. You do 1 damage to the character. For each damage suffered this way, this character may remove 1 damage from themselves, which is really, really cool. Why this is really strong is because when you get to her injured side, I believe she still has the whole, if she's dazed or KO. Oh, this time, wait a minute. When another character is dazed or KO'd, gain a soul token. This character, we have him back. Okay. Now, let me see if she still has the same thing that... Hold on. Yeah, she still has Queen of Hell. So, yeah, the reason why this is really cool... Oh, no, they removed... Oh, I see what they did. I see what they did. So, she doesn't have... Okay, this makes a lot of sense. So, I thought they put Death's Embrace on her injured side. They didn't. Good job on that, honestly. She shouldn't have it on this side. She still has the whole... If she dies, you spend all 3 soul tokens... And then she's back alive again. But she's a damn powerhouse on her healthy side. And injured side, she has the whole regeneration thing. So, really good stuff here from Hela. Glad to see her. She's going to be used on the table a hell of a whole lot more. Malekith, nerfed again. Nerfed again, because this character is ridiculous. He loses the Pierce on the energy attack. He still gains power for it. His ferocity is no longer sizeless. It is size 3 or less now. I think size 4 was... Maybe he should have been size 4. But they went to size 3. They needed a nerf this. It shouldn't have been a sizeless throw. I thought that was absolutely ridiculous. But he still can do the same thing. He can still throw Magneto. He can still throw any character in the game. Well, anything size 3 or less in the game. And they got rid of Pierce. I mean, and I think maybe this will do it. They also lowered his health to 9 instead of 10. 10 was a bit too much. They also lowered his injured side to 7 health instead of 8. So he's a grand total of 16 health. I think this is more palatable now. I think this character is finally fixed. I still think he can be a threat. I just think the players playing him now have to pilot him a little bit better. And he's not just so autopilot. Like, that was my biggest problem with him. He was just like no. I mean, I want my opponent to be playing this character. I don't care if he does a lot of damage. Just I want to see some creativity with him. And now I think you can't just throw him into the fight and just whatever now. But I still think he's going to be a threat. I still think he's legit. Is he as strong as he used to be? No. But he's not bad. So I like the changes here. So another nerf to this guy. Ronan the Accuser, I believe, and I'm not a Ronan player. I don't know what as much has changed. I think he just gained a health, to be honest with you. There might be something else here that he got. I think that's just what I think the increase in health is pretty damn good. He's got a universal weapon, which is really awesome. It's a push. It's absolutely fantastic. His size 2, funny enough, does throw size 4s, which is awesome. So Ronan will be, I think he'll get played more. I don't know. We'll see. Taskmaster, the only change here was the shield throw. Needed to be a gainer. Thank God. Don't know how this was missed the first time, especially with all the shield throwers gaining in power for throwing it. He needed this, and thank God. Taskmaster does that, and that's a really great buff to him. Thanos, thank God. The only change they made to him, and I said this, was Cosmic Portal needs to be once per turn. A character that can just get a whole fuck ton of power and just rearrange an entire board was not good for the game. It never has been good for the game. It was always bad. It was bad with Enchantress. It was bad with MODOK. It's bad now with Cosmic Ghost Rider in a way. This was just way too strong. And for a character as durable as him that could take gems and could do all the crazy shenanigans with Space and Reality Gem, not just that, he was a problem to a point where they restricted the Space and Reality Gem. Like, he was a restriction, and he was still good. This was a much needed change to the character. This is I think the only thing to be changed. He's still, I think, pretty damn good. He's no longer restricted. They removed the Reality and Space Gem from the restrictions. So I still think he's going to be pretty damn good. It's just a Cosmic Portal. You can't rearrange the entire board. It just makes sense not to do that. So really nice. I'm glad Thanos got changed. Thank the Lord. All right, so let's get, nothing else really changed here. He still keeps everything else. I mean, he's 8 and 9 health on this side. Yeah. Thor, finally. Is he not going to be Fat Thor anymore? Let's find out. Let's read. He does gain a health on this side, so he goes from 6 to 7 health. That will help him. He's going to be a little bit more durable. The leadership is still one of the better leaderships in the game. It just kind of went away because him as a character just wasn't really impressive anymore. He is now immune to shock. I believe that's what the change they made here. Let me take a look. No, he just gains a health, actually. See, wait a minute. I thought they added something on here that... Never mind. He just gained a health, I think. I think he's going to be a little more durable now. I don't think anything else has changed, honestly. I think everything's still the same. I'm not missing... Oh, there it is. Immune to shock. I thought I saw that. So he's immune to shock and stun now. I don't remember if he was immune to stun. I don't think he was. Immune to shock and stun. So that's really good. These are really good changes, actually, to Thor. He gains an extra health. He's a little more durable. He does have access to that Asgardian card. It's minus, reduced damage to 1. Asgardians on the way. On top of that, like, the fact that we're getting more Asgardians next year with Jean, a new Thor who's a 6th who's going to be a badass. Dude. Man, I can't wait. I'd love playing Asgardians back in 2020. So, like, I might go back and check them out again. Like, this is really good. Bucky does not have the sizeless push anymore. Really good. Rapid fire is on a wild now, not a hit. So it's a little harder now. This is a bit of a nerf to him, but he can still get the rapid fire. It's range 5. It is what it is. You had him rerolls. He should be able to get it, but it's going to be a little harder now. So, much needed change to the pusher. That was absolutely ridiculous. Hydrotech still stay the same. That's, I guess with this change here, I guess it makes a whole lot of sense. Wong can now play with both Doctor Stranges. I don't know how this got missed and whatever they were doing, but not here to bag on him a lot. It's just, it's kind of weird to me. Wong got that buff. I've never been the biggest fan of Wong. I think what he does is pretty decent. It's just another two-threat character that I've never really played. But this helps out. For people that play Wong, I think this helps out a lot, especially those convocation players. Now you can play both Stranges. I think that's a really big buff to them. Okay, now, we're getting to my favorite stuff. We are getting to my favorite stuff. My boy Cable. You guys don't know how disappointed I was with this character for years. Cable is one of my favorite characters of all time. Okay? He was never good in this game. And his leadership was ass. which made X-Force ass. I didn't understand how this character broke drop off. After I read the character, I was like, how did he do this? Like, he's just whatever. Let's get over that. Let's move on. We're in a new era. Cable, baby, gets just a rework here. I think his health went up by 1. I could be wrong here. The big change is plasma rifle now. So after the attack resolved, he gains particle damage dealt. If the target character is within range 3, this character may roll to 2 of its attack dice. So instead of, me personally, I would have just buffed it to 6. But I do like this change. Because the thing about Cable is, him being on a big base and body sliding every turn, he's most likely going to be within range 3 of you to get the 2 rerolls. And we currently, man, I mean, Logan has 2 rerolls, and he's absolutely fantastic when he's doing nutty things. So I think this is a great change to Cable. He can get his incinerate a little more consistently. I'm just so happy with this character overall. Thank God. He's one of my favorite characters of all time, baby. So I'm glad he got a change. I'm going to play him again. And, I'm just happy he's good. Wet Works. And I think Ascani Sound's got a change here. I just don't really remember what the change is. I think it's more dice or something. I have no idea. What works? For each allied character, maybe roll 1 die in their attack roll once per turn, including fail results. Because a lot of the times you can do the rerolls once per turn, and it's like whatever. It was just very underwhelming for a leadership. If you rolled a failure, it was always a feels bad. It was like, I can't reroll that dice, so I can't do anything. This sucks. Well, not anymore. You can reroll failures, baby. So that's really cool. That is really, really cool. Okay, so now there's more to this leadership and not just the boring reroll a die. If they do, and the enemy character is within 3, the enemy character does not benefit from cover during this attack. This is really strong. This is really, really strong. For once per turn, you can deny cover. Really good stuff here. Absolutely fantastic change to the leadership. Of course, me, I'm always going to say I wish it wasn't once per turn, but it is what it is. I'll take it. If you're an X-Force player, Dizzard, shout outs to you, baby. You deserve this. You deserve this. All right. We're getting to the character that I want, that is finally getting the respect he deserves. Previously, the worst character in the damn game, or one of the worst characters in the game, Colossus. You guys don't know the amount of crap I took over in Discords and anywhere else that talked about this character being terrible. I was told I was wrong. I was told I was playing the character incorrectly. And over time, I said, you know what? You're right. You're right. I let it, I just let it, I let it linger. I was like, you know what, man? I had my rant last year, and I was like, you know what? He's one of my favorite characters of all time. I hate the fact that he sucks. I enjoy his fig. I'm just telling you right now, I think he's bad, right? So I just let it over time. And over time, I've been proven to be correct. So shout outs to you people out there that thought he was good, and he never was. I'm so happy that Colossus is getting the respect he deserves. Thank you, AMG, for making my favorite character, one of my favorite X-Men of all time, actually playable in this game. And I am so happy. Let's talk about this character, okay? 433, 6 health, 4 threat. He moves medium now. Thank God. He moves medium. Yes. He doesn't move slow, and he can get thrown around and doesn't do anything for the rest of the game. He can still be thrown, but you know what I'm saying? The whole point was that was this biggest issue. X-Slam, I believe, goes to range 3 now. On a wild, you gain a stagger. It's 3 power cost. Should be cheap. It's cheap. It's easy enough for him to get to, so that's really awesome. His terrain throw, I believe, goes down to size 3 now. Personally, I wish he had a people throw instead of a terrain throw. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I'll take the terrain throw. It is what it is. I'm happy with it. Big Brother changes to now a taunt. So now what they want this character, what their vision for this character is like basically moving forward constantly and protecting his opponents and just taking attacks and all that kind of stuff. This to me feels more like Colossus. Absolutely love it. He shouldn't be sitting back and like doing bodyguard. No, he should be in your face, punching you, defending the team, taking hits, and all that other kind of stuff. They did a fantastic job with this. Thank you, AMG, baby. Thank you, AMG. Let's go. Okay, Boys Moin, he gains additional 2 dice. I think that's always been here. Organic Steel. Now, this is one of the bigger changes that they made to him. Additionally, this character cannot be pushed by enemy effects. Really solid stuff. So this character can just sit on a point now, on a secure, and if you have any built-in pushes on your enemy effects, you cannot do that to him. You have to. He's basically just going to sit there if you're trying to push him with an attack. Absolutely fantastic what they've done with this character. Boys Moy, just go with the exercise. So Boys Moy, he can now count crits to his, count blanks to his total successes. So he's gonna be a little bit harder to kill on his injured side. So basically, Colossus is gonna be in the fight, doing a lot of things, being a pest, being a bodyguard, everything that I've ever wanted this mother. Let me stop. Everything I wanted this character to be. Thank you, AMG. Thank you. You don't know how happy I am for this character to be relevant. I just wanted him to be relevant. And he's going to be relevant. He's going to be played. It was a beautiful thing watching everybody play on TTS. And all I saw was like, Colossus just, people playing him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's actually playable now. Like, I'm just so happy. Thank you, AMG, man. Like, I literally, man, I teared up, man. Like, when I saw the changes to him, man, like, I thought of everything the past year of me talking about this character. Like, it all came back, man. I teared up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm serious, man. Like, I'm just happy this character's good. I'm gonna be playing him a lot more. Another character, one of my favorites, finally getting changed and getting the respect he deserves. Cyclops, guys. Optic Blast. He can push size 3. I said this when the character first came out. I have no idea why he was pushing size 2. I thought that was absolutely ridiculous. And a Wild is the same thing. So now he pushes size 3. He gains a Ricochet now. Speed of Light. Wild Hit. If there's another character within 4 of you, you can do an additional Optic Blast. And then that attack does not have this rule, so you can't keep spamming it. So really good change for him. He gets a change to his leadership. So his leadership isn't useless anymore. When an allied character deals damage to an enemy character with an attack, another allied character within 5 of the attacking character may gain 1 power after the attack is resolved. A character can only gain this power once per turn. This is a this screams Scott Summers to me. And it's a good leadership. Adding power to other characters that can turn on some things turn 1. And really good stuff. This is an absolutely fantastic leadership. Cyclops getting the respect he deserves. We're finally going to see him on the table a lot more. And it's a good day. If Cyclops and Colossus are on the table, it's a good day for Marvel Crisis Protocol. So really good stuff here. Deadpool. Man, I can't believe the first... Deadpool is good. Deadpool got some changes, okay? He got the stab on his range 2 attack here. So after the attack is resolved, you can make another stab attack. The additional attack does not gain stab. So on 2 wilds, you can do an additional range 2 builder. Really good stuff here. Bang. You gain a power now, which is really good. It always should have been a gainer. I have no idea why it wasn't a gainer. So he has a way to gain power now. And it's not the crazy triggers that you keep doing over and over again. He just gets the 1 trigger on the wild hit. And then from there, he can't really chain it. So really good stuff here. Love the change. He has a gainer, deservedly so. A character that deserves a lot of respect. And love it. Merc with that is, I think this was still the same. The change here was you can't spell legendary without leg day. God, whoever came up with this, really good. This is so good. I can't wait to play this character and just like constantly say this. Place this character within 2 of its current position. This super can only be used once per turn. It's 2 power cost. This is a good way for him to get around the table, the teleport, and also the crazy shenanigans. I feel like this is the crazy Deadpool that we should be getting. Really good stuff here. And the let's see, the injured side, he's still at 6 health. He still has healing factor 2. He can still play exceptional healing. He's an all-around better character and splashable. That's all that matters. He's better and he's splashable. Period. All right, Jean. Very sad character. Previously, now let's see what happens. I think the only change here on a fail, she could sap power fail, she could pierce. Now, I think that's it though. I don't think there's anything else that changed here with Jean. Let me know in the comment section down below if anything else has changed. I just can't see it right now. Maybe the health went up by 1. Not too sure. But that's a pretty decent change, honestly. On a fail pierce, hey, I'll take it. That's not bad. Storm. Now we got to talk about this, okay? X-Men's leadership with Storm was very, very strong. The amount of shenanigans that you could pull off with turn one and hopping and also the kind of stuff was really strong, really good, really effective. And the AMG knew what was up. They saw it and was like, you know what, we do need to make a change. So let's go through this and talk about the changes here. Once per round, you may use this leadership ability and allied character's activation. Okay, hold on. Once per round, you may use this leadership ability during an allied character's activation if it is not holding an objective token. If you do, the active character may spend 1 power. If it does, choose another allied character within 2. Place the active character within 1 of the chosen characters. So now the hop is not 3 anymore. You have to spend a power to do so. And this makes a lot of sense. With the X-Men having first class and how strong they were with pay to flips and being able to flip, being able to, hop, get a safe extract and then come back and then, and roll on a secure for a pay to flip was absolutely really strong. It's still strong. It's just now you have to spend a power to do so, and it makes a lot of sense. I really do. I really do think it makes a lot of sense. Additionally, when an enemy character targets an allied character with an attack, if the enemy character is not within 2 of it, the allied character may reroll 1 of his defense dice. So they got rid of the auto cover now. I think this is a bit of a nerf, but at the same time, rerolling a defense die is nothing to be, I still think it's pretty good. Rerolling a defense die, I just think it's strong still. So, is it as strong as having auto cover? No. Teams like Shield come to mind, Guardians, then, you're shooting into cover, it's an auto block, and, it was not a great day for those characters trying to shoot into the X-Men team. Now, okay, they just re-roll a die now. And, we'll see what X-Men players come up with the Storm leadership, honestly. I still think it's pretty good. They just have to make an adjustment now, and I really like the change here. The other change here is either Storm goes from 3 to 2, deservedly so. So I think the reason why they did this is she is part of the Wakanda affiliation, so I think Wakanda can have another 3 threat now to play with her. I think she'll be valuable in that team now, especially with this. She still has a throw. She still has a little bit of control with her, buffing dice and just doing more damage. I think they should look at her as a 3-threat character in Wakanda, to be honest with you. So, I like the changes that they made to Storm. So they nerfed this, but they made this better. So she's actually a playable character now, I think, outside of X-Men. So Logan, Wolverine, baby. You don't know how sad I was that this character was just ass for the longest period of time. And they made the changes that we've all wanted. So let's take a look at what the hell they did. The best at what I do is now 2 power cost instead of 3. Thank the heavens. He can now this is the important part. This character immediately makes a move action followed by an attack action. When making this attack, each wild in the attack roll counts as 2 successes. The super claims once per turn. The other thing that we need to keep in mind here, he can now charge and Berserker Barrage. It says you followed by an attack action. So I have been seeing players do the no matter the cost combo with him, which is basically charge for 2 power, and then no matter the cost, take 3 damage, do the Berserker Barrage, and then Logan can then place within 1, do an attack, and do other kind of crazy shenanigans, and then follow that up with an Adamantium Slash. So that is a really strong combination. I honestly don't care how strong it is, to be honest with you, because Wolverine deserves to be this damn good after he's been ass for a really long time. And he was not far off from being a good character either. It was just a few things on him. The fact that he couldn't interact or score any points on his injured side was absolutely ridiculous to me. So, we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. But just to show these are the buffs that they made to him. And he is going to be a threat on the table in about damn time, as he should be, okay? On his injured side, he goes to 6 health now. He gains Wild Rage for each damage this guy takes. Wait a minute. Whoa, I lied here. Hold on a minute. Wild Rage. Add 1 die to this character's attack rolls for each damage it has. Additionally, this character cannot interact with or hold objective tokens. So, okay, this is what they did. Okay, he can now secure. He just can't hold objective tokens. And I think that's fair. But he can still play the scoring game and try to go after pay to flips and he can still secure. Before, I think he just couldn't do anything with the points. He was just like, I think he had to spend power too for the extra dice. So Wild Rage, you gain a die for per damage you have, which is really good. And he is 1 health stronger now, and he can now play secures. Really strong stuff here. Really strong character for Wolverine. Really love the changes. Thank you, AMG, for breathing life into these characters. I hope more changes come. You know, I personally, I hope it's sooner rather than later. There's some other characters that can use some adjustments as well, I think, and just my humblest opinion. Characters like Sin come to mind. You know, I know there's some Cabal characters that want to play her effectively. I wish they would address her. The chick that comes with Sin, I can't remember her name, a Viper. She's not, you know, she can use some love too. But take your time. Honestly, if this is how you're going to be doing things going forward, please keep doing it. I think you guys do a fantastic job when every time you do a change, so please keep doing it. Seriously, like, if you're discouraged from doing, no. You guys do a wonderful job with the balance passes. And just keep it going, honestly. And hopefully things happen sooner rather than later, right? So that's it for me, guys. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Like I said, like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Do y'all the things y'all got to do. And I'm always going to have Marvel Crisis Protocol content. Thank you. Colossus is good. I appreciate it, guys. Have a wonderful, blessed day.